YouTube, what's happening? It is Wednesday, October 30th, and we have 11 NBA games to talk about today. It's a big old schedule. Let me tell you, I've already recorded this video. I'm going back to re-record the intro to tell you this is a long-ass video. This video is like 45 plus minutes long. So if you don't want to watch the whole video, all you got to do is go to my website that shows up here, become a member. You'll get all the plays sent to you. It's great to see. Because you can see this, let me show you. It just pops up, bam. You get everything in the member chat. You get access to Discord. You get all the fun stuff. And it's all sent to you every single day. See, bam, there. If you don't want to do that though, hey, no problem at all, because every single play is in the video, but there are some good ones in the video today. Let me tell you, I got some fun ones out there. So drop a like, subscribe. Let's go ahead and jump into that first game right now. All right, starting off with Toronto and Charlotte. Charlotte 6.5 to 223 total. Let's pop over here and look at these team schedules, who they played, and we gotta look to see if anybody's been hurt or anything like that. So we see Toronto lost to Denver on Monday. They had Tuesday off. They played over. So Denver's played back-to-back overtime games. That's good to know for Denver's next game. So we got to remember that. So we see that. Let's look at their depth chart, see if there's any injuries out there. Barnes is out. Quickly is out. Bruce Brown's out. Olynyk's out. Jacoby's out. I mean, half the team's out still. RJ Barrett's back. So, hey, that's something. That's good news for them. Let's look at Charlotte, see what their Shetty's looking like. See, they lost to Miami on Saturday. They had Sunday and Monday off, and Tuesday. They had 3 days off. Why do you have 3 days off? That makes some sense in the NBA, but whatever. Good job. 3 days off. Congrats. So let's look at the depth chart. Everybody should be fine, right? Brandon Miller's still out, and Mark Williams is still out. So, okay, cool. Let's look at the prop numbers, the stats. Well, it's the number 1 and number 2 rebounding teams in the league, top 2 teams in rebounding. Charlotte can't shoot twos at all worth a damn, and Toronto can't shoot threes worth a damn. So that's good to know. They both suck when it comes to turnovers. You can tell assists is low or turnovers are high. Either way, that makes the percentage look bad. They are worse in the league because there's only 30 teams. 25th is not good either. Toronto does get some blocks and steals. Charlotte does not much. And then Toronto's a faster team than Charlotte. Charlotte's a slower team. That's all this means. Pace possession means slow versus fast. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. So I need to change those colors while I'm thinking about it. And boom, they are changed. Now it's a nice blue. There's no advantage. It just shows fast for slow. That's all we want to know is how fast of a team are you. So looking at defense now, we can see that Charlotte's really good on 2-point defense. Toronto's terrible with 3-point defense, which is going to be good for Charlotte because they're good at shooting the 3. You can see up here. 26 is not good. So we might want to look at Charlotte 3-pointers. Charlotte, might do decently there. Other than that, there's nothing I really care about on here. Toronto gets a lot. They do not give up many rebounds. So, all right, let's pop over to the props. See if there's anything we like in this one. First game, Toronto and Hornets. Now, I have not looked at this at all, so you're going to look at it with me. So, we're doing it just for the first game. The rest of them I'll cut away from it, but I'm going to show you my thought process here. So, I always sort by the rank first so I can see what's our best matchups. I want to see there, like rebounds, assists are beautiful, a 29th ranked matchup. And I go down here and I look through all these matchups. I see I've ordered this way. Oh, and this is Outlier. There's a link in the description, link in top comment. You click it. All you got to click it and sign up. Boom, you got it. You get a week for free. Absolutely worth it. You can sort this way. I also like to sort just by clicking 2024 because that way we can see what they've done this whole season so far. Because we're early in the season, we're going to see a bunch of 100%. But eventually we're going to start seeing like, oh, they're 67. That's beautiful compared to what the other team, everybody else is doing. So right now we got a whole bunch of hundreds in this game because we have 4 games versus 3 games. So and we want to look at all these hundreds and look at all these beautiful matchups. I mean, there's so many things to pick from. And then we have Richards assists, Trey Mann points assists, PRA, LaMelo PRA is 100%, 27th ranked matchup. I mean, I love that already. LaMelo points rebounds, LaMelo points. If you want to go Ochai, I guess I can say his name, steals blocks. RJ Barrett 3-pointers. Now RJ Barrett's only played 1 game, so you got to take that with a grain of salt a little bit. So Seth Curry to hit 2 threes, Grant Williams to hit 2 threes, Trey Mann to hit 2 threes. I told you, yeah. Toronto has the 26th ranked defense, C26. They matches with my sheet as well. My sheet's just a little different on theirs. So same info, different way to do it. Cody Martin threes as well. So we got 3-pointers here. We got LaMelo. I would probably take LaMelo PRA because I think he's just been crushing this number here recently. Let me see. 53, 43, 42. He gets a lot of points. He gets rebounds. He gets assists. Yeah, if he gets his 30-something points, I think we're good on rebounds and assists because he's good at dishing the rock. He's great at rebounding. He does a lot. So, and also, if you want to go three-pointers, let's pull up one. I already pointed out. Let's pull up the three-pointers for Charlotte here and see who is the one taking the most threes. That's what matters because whoever takes the most is who I want to take. 2-3-3 for Curry. 2-2-2 for Williams. All right, so Charlotte loves shooting threes. 4-2-2 for him and 1-1-2. So we're going to take Cody Martin off. You're not really shooting that many. How many? You got 3-point attempts on here? That'd be great. Nope, it's not telling me that. That's fine. I don't need it. If anything, let me look at their depth chart. None of these three start either. So Curry is third string shooting guard, according to ESPN. Grant Williams is the second string power forward, and Trey Mann is the third string point guard. So I would take Grant Williams because we know he's going to at least play more than the other two, it feels like. So, but I think for this one, I'm just going to keep it simple. With Brandon Miller being out, I'm going to go LaMelo because he has to pick up for Brandon Miller not being there, and he's been doing a good job. So we'll take him on that. And on the side in total, let's pop over here. And we see 6.5, 223. I think with both teams being this way, I think I'm going to take Charlotte 6.5. I mean, it feels weird to say that, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take Charlotte 6.5 and LaMelo to get over 40.5. Next. All right, moving on to game two. We got Detroit and Philly, and we can see the numbers where they are. 3.5, 218. So Philly's favored by this. Let's pop over and look at who's playing for the team, especially with Philly, because they're the most talked about team when it comes to not playing in the games because of Embiid. We just know why. Let's see. They took Monday, Tuesday off. They play Sunday. They beat Indiana in OT. Let's look at their depth chart. Embiid and George are both still out. Do we have any update on their injuries? Will not play Wednesday's game. Will not play Wednesday's game. Okay, good to know. Thanks, guys. Detroit, let's look at your schedule. What have you been up to? You played Monday at Miami and lost. You're now 0-4, but you've been the first three games you're competitive. This one, I guess 8 points is still competitive for the Pistons. Now you're at Philly and you're only a 3.5 point dog. Make it make sense. Let's look at your depth chart. Everybody healthy? Thompson is still out. And Mulby is still out, so nothing new there. Okay, good to know, good to know. So we have those. Let's pop back over to the numbers. So 0-4, 1-2. Looking at the numbers, both are in the bottom 10 in offense. Philly is bottom 7 in twos and last in three. Philly can't shoot threes. That's good to know. But they are rebounding the hell of the ball. They are 9th in rebounds. They are both terrible at turnovers when it comes to assist turnover ratio. Detroit doesn't get any blocks or steals, but at least they can shoot the ball somewhat. They're average shooting this year. And they're average in rebounds, so they're not terrible. They're 0-4, but they're not terrible. And they're a slower team versus Philly, who's a much faster team. So, and then looking at the points per game and everything, we see the Philly's defense is bottom 10. They're bottom 10 in points allowed, bottom 10 in 2 and 3-point percentage allowed. Detroit does not give up many rebounds, though. Good job, Detroit. But they do give up assists. They do give up blocks. This is an ugly game. So let's go to props, see if anything stands out. I've already sorted these out. They're already by 100%. And you can see we have this group right here. That's all we have in the 100 because I'm not going down to 75 just yet. As long as I have 100s on the board, we'll look at those first. So of the 100s, we want a good matchup. And what do we have? Jaden Ivey rebounds, has a great 22nd ranked matchup. We have Caleb Martin PRA, and we have Caleb Martin PA, points assist or the PRA. We have all those. Everything else is going to be a pass for me because red is just a bad matchup, and orange is, well, I have greens. Why would I take an orange when I have greens? So simple enough. So basically, do I want to take Jaden Ivey to get me 4 rebounds because he's got 5, 5, 5, 4, or do I want to trust Caleb Martin to get me over 19.5 PRA when he's gone 24, 20, and 30? Gee, I wonder which one I'm going to take. I think I'm going to take Caleb Martin because you can see he can fill up the stat sheet. And especially with Paul George and Embiid still out, he is getting the bulk of the production. So I'm going to be taking Caleb Martin. And I'm also taking Philly minus 3.5 because I mean, yeah, the stats look a certain way and everything, but I mean, who has Detroit played again? Let me look at that schedule one more time. They played Indiana, Cleveland, Boston, Miami. Okay, they have played literally a murderer's row of teams. But I can't take Philly. I mean, Detroit plus 3.5. All right, we're taking Philly off. Now that I see that Detroit's been playing tough teams and they're actually shooting decently and everything, that's interesting. Okay. Okay. This is gonna sound weird. I lean Detroit plus 3.5 now. After seeing this plus this, I'm still taking Caleb Martin for sure on the prop. That's definite. But I think I want to take. Do I want to take the under? Because if they play slow like Detroit wants, then Detroit might even win the game. And this could be like a 1-0. What do we need here? 218 with 3.5. What is that telling us? Like 114, 116, 112? No, even less than that. Yeah. So like whatever that math is, it's one something, it's lower. So yeah, I think we're gonna take that. This is crazy. Oh, we're going stat wise. We're going with it. Don't do this. Please don't take this. I'm gonna do it because I want to do it. I'm gonna take Detroit plus 3.5. Just oh, it'd be a fun storyline. Not fun, but it would be the storyline that if Detroit goes into Philly, beats Philly without Embiid because Embiid's out because he's out when he probably could be playing right now, most likely, and it becomes an issue. I can see that happening. The stats are leaning Detroit. You can see the stats right here. They lean Detroit in all the numbers. So, but I'm still going to take Martin over 19.5 PRA. So if for some reason Philly comes out and dominates and Martin gets his, then Detroit loses, then it pushes worst case. They cancel each other out. That's fine. But if Detroit wins the game somehow, or they lose by like 2, hey, we love that. So we'll take Detroit plus 3.5 based on the stats, and we'll take Martin over 19.5 PRA next. All right, moving on. We got Boston and Indiana, 4-0 versus 1-3. We got Boston by 7 on the road, 234.5 is your total. Let's look over at the info. Pacers, they played Orlando on Monday and lost to the Orlando Magic. Whoa. And then let's look at their depth. Miles Turner's day-to-day, and outside of that, Johnny Furpy. That's his name. Okay, Furpy. He is day-to-day as well. Let's look at Boston. Look at their Shetty. Let's see. They played Milwaukee and they won. And then on their depth chart, Hauser is still day to day, but everybody else except for Unicorn is fine. Whenever he comes back, it just becomes unfair probably because then your ass is going to the bench because then you take over and then it just get much better because that's what Boston needs to be better. So, all right, let's go back to the stuff, the goods. Here are the goods. They're number 1 in points per game. They're 24th advantage, clearly. 14 versus 4. Hey, Pacers can shoot 2s better than them, but hey, Horford's too busy shooting 3s. So 3-pointers are number 1, 26. That's not good. That's not going to get you the win, guys. So they both don't rebound worth a damn. Neither one does. They do get a lot of assists versus turnovers, which means they probably don't turn the ball over much. They get a lot of assists. That's just what it means. They don't get many blocks or steals, which is fine. When you can outscore teams, who cares? But they're also good at defense. Only get one at 109, which is 7th in the NBA. They only allow 29% from 3, which is 3rd. They only give up 49.8, which is 6th best. They don't, yeah, you can see the numbers. Their defense is good, except for in the paint or inside the arc. They are really good inside the arc shooting too, so that is a massive advantage for Indiana. This one right here. So, but they have really good 3-point defense, which is going to negate that a little bit. So. Okay, we have some Indiana advantages here. 24th and 2, 6. I mean, Boston by 7 looks like the way, but then you got some clear advantages for Indiana. Yeah, you got a couple clear ones. That's interesting. I almost want to take Indiana plus 7, which sounds weird, I know, but the stats are lining up that way because your best thing is shooting 3s. They can negate that. Their best thing is 2s. If they suck at it, I think I'm taking the Indiana plus 7. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get flamed in the comments. What? So, let's look at the props. Yeah. We go with stats. We go where the stats are. If the stats are there, we go. So look at the hundreds. They're already lined up for us. Boop. And then, no, don't go into it. So clicky. So we have all these. We have a group of 4 right here we can look at, and it's going to be Hauser. All right. So I learned a valuable thing 2 days ago. The guy that's hurt or sick or questionable for an injury, aka Franz from Orlando, don't bet anyone who might be sick or might be hurt, because there's a chance that they go in the game, they might come out early, and then guess what? If you're on a normal sports book, you lost. Doesn't matter if he plays 1 minute, you lost. Now, Prize Picks and all those daily fantasy, they tend to be cool about it and say, oh, they got hurt, we'll reboot it for you because it was the first half, we got you, no problem. They do cool things like that. But outside of that, So we're going to leave Sam Hauser's ass off because, yeah, he might be all right, but Fran's got me last time. Not doing that again. Anybody who's on any type of injury list, no, you can just sit your ass on the side. I'll catch you next time. So that means I don't have 100% to look at. So we need to go to the next best thing, which is 75%. So we come down to 75s, and then we look at our 75 group, and we got a whole bunch of green still. So we still got really good matchups. We got Horford to get 10 points and assists. We have Tatum 41.5 PRA, Brown 34.5 PRA. Both hit 3 out of 4 games. So let's just take a deeper look into the stars. All right, got these open. We got Jaylen Brown first, and you see he just each game's getting better. 38, 39, 40. So that's pretty good. I opened up Tatum, and we saw it was 41.5. Now it moved to 42 in the time it took me to open this. It took me 30 seconds. It changed to 42.5. So now this one, now he's 2 out of 5. That's not good, and he's right there on the number anyway. So we'll just take that off. So Tatum's out. Brown is definitely a potential. Outside of that, who would there be any other ones? I don't want to take Horford. I just don't want to take Horford. So Horford is very streaky sometimes. There's the man himself, Derek White. He did not come through for us last time, but he did come through for us the game before, because you can see what he has done. He has slowly gone down, but that's okay. That's okay, because he's been a beast, and he's at 16. He didn't play that much, though, because they were just kicking ass. So I love taking his problem. Points, rebounds, Derek White is always a good one, because he always gets yeah, you can see he's averaging, what is he averaging, like 17 points. He gets a few rebounds, you're good to go. So do we want to take Derek White, or we want to take Jaylen Brown? Because Jaylen Brown is filling it up. 34.5. He's been getting 30. You know what? Let's take Jaylen Brown. Yeah, we're going to take the Pacers +7. I know, weird, right? The other plus. So we're going to go Indy +7. And then we're going to take Brown over 34.5 PRA. You could take White as well if you want. It's up to you. I'm going to take Brown because I only pick one on the video. I'm going to bet both. I'm going to tell you right now. So I'm going to bet a few of them because I bet a ton of plays that I don't put in the video. So I bet a lot of stuff. So, but I only give out one in the video. So we'll take those 2 plays. Let's go ahead and move on to that next one. All right, moving on. Atlanta and Washington. Seeing the numbers and seeing the data. 2-2, 1-2, 4.5, 233. Cool. Let's look over here. Let's look at Atlanta schedule. What do we have? You played Monday against Washington and you lost. You're okay. Cool. Anybody hurt? Depth chart. Let's see. That's a lot of letters on the screen. Damn. All right. Dice Daniels is out. Hunter's day-to-day. Kobe's out. Bodan's out. Vit's out. Day-to-day. Zeller's out. Dominic's out. Damn. That's all. Half the team is hurt. But Trae Young's healthy. That's all that. And Clint's healthy. As long as them 2 are good, and Jaylen, that's all you need. You don't need anything else. Who needs teammates? Washington schedule. Let's look. You just played Atlanta. Now you're hosting Atlanta, so that's right. They're doing a weird back-to-back, but they're not back-to-back because it's home and away. Weird stuff. Let's look at your depth. Anybody hurt that we need to know of? Kuzma is out. Okay. Brogdon is out, and that's it. Everybody else is playing. So Jordan Poole 3-pointers. There we go. It was great last time. Let's see. Atlanta, what's your 3-point defense? Jordan Poole 3-pointers. This has got to be. It's got to be that. What else are we going to do? Do the worst team in the league for 3-point defense. Yep, Jordan Poole going to light up the 3 points if he does what he's been doing. So, anywho, let's look. Okay. We want defensively, what you're bad at. You're bad at threes. You're 18th in threes. You're 30th. You're last in threes. You're also 18th in threes. So both teams should be shooting threes. That's what they should be doing. Washington can't shoot 2s, which is good because Atlanta will shut that shit down. 13th in 2s versus 27th. Atlanta can score inside. So if maybe you don't want to go with 3s or Jordan Poole because you don't trust him, which is fine. Maybe you want to go with Jalen Johnson or Clint Capella to get some points inside because it's possible because they're the ones going to be shooting the 2-pointers, right? That's how it works. So let's pop to the props because we got options. 100%. What do we got? There it is. Number right there. Jordan Poole 3-pointers. He's 100% this year in 3 games. He's at the 27th best matchup according to this. That's fun. My number says 30, but hey, as long as we're in close agreement, I like it. I'm not Jordan Poole. Is Jordan Poole trying this year? Because you know his ass didn't try last year. That dude just got a paycheck and is chilled, and now he looks like he's trying. It's like, is it a contract year? Is he trying to show out so he can get paid another big deal, then take 3 more years off? Because I think he might be. Let's look. Blocks and steals. Let's see what he's up to. 5. Dude have 5 steals, 3 steals, 2 steals. Look at Jordan Poole. Look at them odds. Ew. Hell no. Hell no. There we go. 3-pointers, 6, 4, 6. Yeah, all day, twice on Sunday. We're taking Jordan Poole. Man, that feels weird. After last year, he burned so many tickets last year. You know that. But hey, if he's trying this year, him and Mr. Mustache are just, yeah, there we go. Now, who are we going to take? You know, as funny as it sounds, let's go back to the stats. I mean, their worst thing is their best thing, so they're not going to do it. They're both the same here. The points are only 4 points difference. They're the 2 worst scoring teams in the worst defenses. So I almost want to take the over. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over 233. Over 233 is the 2 of the 3 worst defenses statistically. 121 and 125 comes out to what? Quick math, 446.6. Damn, that's a lot of points. That's a 16-point cushion. So we got 2 teams that are actually good at scoring points. Yeah, over. And we're going Poole over 3.5. 3-pointers. Yep, I like that one. That's so far, this is my favorite game of the bets. Both plays. I love these more than the other 3. I'm liking this. So, all right, let's move on. Next. All right, who's ready for the media circus that will be this game? Because LeBron's coming home. Lakers and Cleveland, 3-1, 4-0. I mean, it's a good matchup too, just between the teams. 5, Cleveland by 5 with a 225 total. Cool. Let's pop over the stats. Let's look at the teams. Lakers, who have you played? Yeah, you just lost to Phoenix by 4, and that was on Monday. Cool. All right, anybody hurt? Any depth charts we need to worry about? There's Russell's day-to-day. Reeves day-to-day. See, we learned. If you got letters next to your name, you are no longer eligible to be bet on. That's how we're doing it. We're playing it smart. Reeves, don't care. Don't care. You might start, you might play, but nah, we're going to focus on the studs. Or somebody else. So that's not you two. Cleveland, let's look at your schedule. You beat Toronto, Detroit, Washington, New York. Okay, you had 3 easy games, and then you beat New York, who is a decent team, obviously. So that's okay. Cleveland, show out. Now, LA's been playing damn good. Let's see if you beat them today. Let's see. You're at home. You got them by 5. Nobody's hurt except for Craig Porter. Sorry, Craig Porter, but you are down here. This team looks pretty good. So let's pop over to the numbers. All right, we got a lot of green on the screen. All right, 2 of the top 6 scoring teams. Cleveland's 4th in defense as well. That is a 17-point difference. Damn. 15th in defense for 6. All right. What are you good at? What are you bad at? You're terrible at 2-point defense, which you're number 1 in. That is an advantage all day for Cleveland right there. You shoot amazing. You can't stop it. Cool. 16th versus 4. Good luck scoring on the inside against Cleveland. They're good at 3s. They're gonna have to take 3s to beat Cleveland, looks like, because they're 15th. They're 5th. They're 2nd. They're 12th. I mean, they can shoot. Both can shoot for 3. Cleveland can dominate on the inside. I'm taking Cleveland by 5. I mean, the stats are telling you take Cleveland, so I'm taking it. But people are going to take LA because they're going to be like, "Oh, LeBron." I'm like, that's fine, do that. I'm a statistics better. That's what we do around here. So, Cleveland minus 5. And then let's pop over to the props to see if there's anything we like. So it's already sorted by the hunters per the usual. And we have 1 green, and it is Dean Wade RA. Let's see if that's worth it. Is it good? Is it good to take? 9,667. You know what? Looks good enough to me. That's pretty damn good. Anything else good? Other than that, we're going 75s. We're going Jarrett Allen, PRA. Let's look at Jarrett Allen, PRA. Let's see how good that is. I like that Dean Wade one. That one. D Wade. That would be funny. LeBron comes back to Cleveland, and D Wade is the difference maker in the game. That would be hilarious for script writing, because you know the script writers do things. All right, this dude he missed, and he's right on the line, so I'm not really feeling that. Even though I think he'll dominate on the inside today, I just don't know if he can dominate that much, because you do have to go up against Anthony Davis, who, let's be honest, is a monster. So, but D Wade, I like me some D Wade RA. I like that, so we'll take that. That's just hilarious script writing. Over 5.5 RA. Rebounds and assists. Cool. Take that. Cleveland minus 5 next. Welcome to Miami. New York and Miami. We have New York -2, 214.5. We see the records. Let's look over at their sheddies. Miami played Monday and they beat Detroit by 8. And they play Charlotte and Orlando. Cool. Is everyone healthy? Probably not. Nope, Kevin Love is still out. Okay. Everybody else is good, so that's all that matters. New York, your schedule. You lost to Cleveland, you beat Indiana, you lost to Boston. It's a tough 3-game start for the open the season. That's pretty tough. Depth chart wise, how you doing? Hart is day to day. Precious is out. Mitchell's out, and Kevin McCullar Jr. is out. And they even got a fifth string point guard. Damn. So Hart being day to day is kind of a big deal because we'll see how big of a deal it is. Let's look. Hart is questionable with lower leg contusion. Well, we'll see. You're not going to go on my slips, friend. That's just not a thing. So let's look at the numbers. Who's good at what? First thing I see is you were 30th in allowing 2-pointers. You're 22nd. So Bam ain't going to do much inside. I don't see Bam scoring much. Even though they have the worst, I just don't see him doing anything because he just doesn't do it. 5 versus 5, they cancel each other out. 9 versus 11, they cancel each other out. 22 versus 30, they cancel each other out. Maybe a little bit lean towards Bam in Miami. We'll see. 20 versus 10, that's a New York defense advantage. 30th in rebounds versus getting rebounds versus giving up rebounds. They're the same team, just okay. They allow they do not give up rebounds. They're second in the league. They don't get rebounds. So New York theoretically should increase their 30th ranked rebound thing. Theoretically. But we'll see. And they're two of the slowest teams at the pace. Look at that pace. Just slow down. 214.5 feels too high because they're so slow. They can't rebound with the damn. Shooting is they're 29th in points. New York's a much better shooting team. That's just clear as day. So I just don't know. I'm leaning past on this one. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm just gonna type it out. Unless something changes in the props, then something changes what I see. I'm leaning past. Let's go to props. Maybe there's a prop that looks good. We got a whole bunch of hundreds. I gotta scroll down for you to see all the hundreds. But you can see we have a whole bunch of third. That's a terrible matchup. Terrible matchups. We have any good matchups at all? Do we have to go to orange? Oh, I don't want to go orange. There's no green. Okay. All right. Let's sort by this and see if we have any 675% or something. Okay, we have 100% oranges, and it's going to be Jimmy Butler steal blocks or Tyler Hero steal blocks. Why would I want to take those? And they're 11th. They're barely orange. Like 10th is red. See that? Oh, okay. So if I really want to take a prop, I gotta take like Mikal Bridges 3-pointers or OG assists. Like I don't want to take any of that. All right. You're going to have these games. They're going to pop up. Since we go based on stats around here, if the stats don't line up, we don't bet it. So this is a double pass. We got to move on. Next. All right. Orlando, Chicago. Orlando by 5, 228.5. Let's pop over to the schedules. Let's see. You played Memphis. You won. And that was on Monday. So you had a day off. Let's see. Is everybody hurt? Everybody good? Lonzo is actually out. And I think he's going to be out for like 2 weeks. I think I saw Jalen Smith. Let's look at what's wrong with Lonzo. It was his wrist, right? Yeah, wrist sprain, first quarter of the game. So he's going to be out for 10 days. So basically be out 2 weeks. Okay. Dude cannot catch a break, can he? I swear. Okay, we saw that. Let's pop to Orlando. Let's look at their schedule. They beat Indiana on Monday. They had yesterday off. Let's see. Look at their depth. See what we got. Jonathan Isaac is still out, and Golga is day to day. But all the starters are still there. Peachy. So pop to the stats. All right, who does what good, who does what bad? You're 11th in 2-point. You're 23rd in allowing 2 points, so that's advantage Orlando. You're 10th in shooting threes. You're 4th in 3-point defense. All right, Chicago, I see you. A little bit good on defense. 21st in 2s, 12. That's advantage Orlando. 6 on 3. Orlando's not good at 3-point defense. Chicago, if they want to win the game, they need to take advantage of the 3 points. And they're a good shooting team, and they're a bad defensive team. So Orlando stays inside. They can do well, but I think Chicago might be the play. That's a bigger thing. Let's see. Chicago is the fastest team. Orlando is one of the slower teams. It's weird seeing Chicago is the fastest team, though. That's just weird to me. Points allowed is always probably going to be a little bit higher because their pace is so fast, which, okay, that's fine. Let's see. Rebounds allowed 27th. They don't get many rebounds. We know Orlando plays good defense. It is Orlando by 5. Let's go to props. See if anything stands out in the props. 2024 sorted up, and we only have a handful of hundreds, and we have oh my god, 1 1 2 2 3 3 1 1 15 Wendell Carter rebounds. All right, let's open up, take a look at it. Otherwise, we can go 75 Wendell Carter assists. Wendell Carter again, that's crazy. And then Wendell Carter RA, if you want to go 75-20. All right, let's just sort the best. We got some good ones, but we have terrible percentages. Like Franz, you're not even, okay, you're not sick today. Franz to hit three-pointers is 75% for 29. Now, Franz obviously went out last game because he was sick. So this might be a sneaky bet no one's thinking about. Yeah, because he probably would have got 3 at least if he played, but he only got 1 because he played all of like the first quarter. So, and he barely played because Paolo just dominated that first half. So, I'm gonna take this. This feels sneaky. I don't want to take Wendell Carter. I just don't. You see, it's going down. It's not feeling good. I don't feel warm and fuzzy when I think about Wendell Carter. You know what I'm saying? But Franz, three-pointers, sneaky. I like it. So we'll take that. I think coming back here, I'm looking at this. This concerns me versus I think they can do that. Fastest team. I'm gonna pass on slide and total. I'm not getting a vibe on which way I want to go, and I don't want to sit here and keep thinking about it because more I'm gonna push myself one way, and I'm not trying to do that. So, but we will take F. Wagner. We're gonna go right back to him. He's not sick today. He's not even on the list. So we're going to take him over, what is that? 1.5, 3 points. Good stuff. We'll do that. Move on to the next game. All right, moving on. Brooklyn and Memphis. You can see 11.5 for Memphis with a 226 total. Brooklyn tried so hard. Double overtime last night, and what they had it, and they got hooked. I had them plus 4.5. They lost by 5. Valiant effort, guys. Valiant effort. So let's pop over to your schedules. Let's look at Brooklyn first because we know they just played, and that was double overtime. They should put 2 OT next to it instead of just OT. That was a beast of a game. So you know they got to be a little tired. Now they're leaving Denver and going to Memphis. Now, given it's not that far of a travel, but you still got to travel and play after a double overtime game. Well, that's Memphis advantage all day, you would think. So, anybody hurt from that game? Ben Simmons still day-to-day. Bogdan's out. Sharp's out. Claxton's out. Damn, you have no size. Bogdanovich. All right, let's go to Memphis. What do you got in your schedule? You lost Chicago on Monday, had a day off. Cool. What's your depth looking like? Edie is day-to-day. Jaws day-to-day. Vince is out. Luke's out. Okay, is anyone going to play in this game? I mean, this is the injury bowl. That's all this is. All right, let's pop back here. All right, 2 of the top 5 scoring teams. Both teams are. Brooklyn's good with threes. You're terrible in threes. You're 13th. You're terrible at 3. You're both terrible in three-point defense. So somebody from Brooklyn hit some threes might be the way to go. 10th and 2. You're 20th. So slight advantage. Memphis on the inside. 17 versus 6. Memphis defense. Brooklyn's not going to score on the inside much. They're going to have to do their damage from 3. And if they're on fire, which them being tired, yesterday playing has it's a double-edged sword. They are going to be a little tired because they played a double overtime game, but they're also still going to be in the rhythm and the motion because they just played yesterday. A whole day off, you kind of lose your shot a little bit. So I played in high school, so I would know. So not past high school, but I played in high school, so I would know these things. But okay, anything else on there really? Memphis is slower than Brooklyn. Those are the numbers. Cool. All right, cool. Let's move on to props. All right, let's start by 2024 like you. That's all we have is 200s. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. All right, and they're 11th ranked, and it's Ja. Who Ja's hurt, we don't take Ja. Just can't. I'll show you Ja. If you want to take Ja, by all means. He's on the injury report as day-to-day. I can't do it. See? There's his numbers. Enjoy if you want to. I ain't doing it. So I ain't doing it. Let's see. Schroeder rebounds and assists. I mean, dude sneakily gets stats, doesn't he? Schroeder 3-pointers. Let's see. Am I going to take a Dennis Schroeder prop? I mean, damn, I think I might. Dude hit back-to-back days of 5 3-pointers. Damn, dude. You feeling it? Yeah, dude has been just carrying, ain't he? And, hell, isn't half the team hurt? Well, inside, so outside, and Memphis is 29th in 3 points allowed. I think I got to go Schroeder 3-pointers. I think that might be the play. That's a great little matchup right there. Anything else you want to take? Ben Simmons. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I ain't taking no Ben Simmons props. Ben Simmons to sit on the bench, maybe. I'll take that prop. Yeah, that's about what he going to do. Other than that, we in the 50s. So, yeah, we're taking a Schroeder 3-point prop, but we're also going to take on the side in total. What will we take? I mean, you got to leave Memphis, right? But I don't want to take Memphis by 11.5. That seems like a lot against Brooklyn because Brooklyn's been. Have they lost by 11 yet? Let's look at their schedule. Come look at it with me. They lost by 5. They lost by 13. They lost by 15 to 2 good teams. We think Memphis is pretty good. So, all right, we're going to fade Brooklyn heavy here, but we're still going to take Schroeder. So we're going to take Memphis by 11.5 because of the double overtime game last night. But we're also going to take, how the hell do you spell Schroeder? Schroder over, what was that, 2.5? 2.5 threes? 2.5 3-pointers. Yep, so Memphis and Schroeder. If you want to take Ja, I mean, there you go. Ja is number 100% if you want to take him, but he doesn't have a good matchup. So we're going to take that Schroeder 3-pointer right there. 2.5. It's plus money too. Love that. Right at plus money. So we'll roll with it. Next. All right, moving on. San Antonio, Oklahoma City. We can see 12.5 points for OKC. Let's look over at their schedules. Who's done what? You played Atlanta on Sunday. You have Monday and Tuesday off, and you're 3-0. Good start. And you've been kicking ass. All 3 of these blowouts. I mean, that's why you're a great team. That makes sense. Is anybody hurt? Kendrick Williams and Jalen Williams. I mean, are you just trying to sign every Williams in the league to the team and just be the Oklahoma City Williams? This might be the thing. So let's look at San Antonio. What have you done? You had Tuesday off. You lost to Houston on Monday, but you beat them on Saturday. So anybody hurt here? Let's see. Trey Jones is out, and that's about it. Everybody else is good. Cool. All right, good to know. Let's pop back here. So what do we need to do? First in pace, last in pace, which means they're slow as hell, they're fast. So it makes sense. Shooting wise, San Antonio doesn't do well from 3. They have the number 1 defense on 3. They have the number 2 defense on 2. So San Antonio's gonna have a hard time scoring points. It looks like because they're number 1 in defense, number 1 in 3-point, number 2 in 2-point defense. They do give up a lot of rebounds. So maybe a Wemby rebound, which Wemby's props have just not been hitting this year. Dude's too busy trying to be a 7-12 point guard out there shooting rainbow threes instead of being inside because, bro, you a center. Get your ass inside. But no, I want to shoot threes. So number 1 in rebounds allowed. Yeah, cool. So there's the stats. Let's go to props. And let's sort about 100%. We have a lot of them. A whole lot of them. Literally, a lot of them. So we got some good matchups too. So, all right, let's see what we're going to do. We're going to bunch to dig through. So, all right, we got Chet, PRA 30.5 or 31, depends on where you shop. We got Chet. We'll look at his. We have Chet points rebounds at 28.5 or 29. We'll take the lower number because that's right. We're trying to make money around here. Let's see what else. If you want Chet points, it's going to be a Chet one probably. Let's see. Shy rebounds 6.5 is 100% with a 27th ranked matchup. Pretty good. Let's see what else. Oh, Champagne over rebounds for him is pretty good. Chris Paul hitting a 3. That is hilarious. Let's add that on there. And that's it. That's all the threes. No Wemby to be found. Chris Paul hit 113. So if you want a Chris Paul 3, it's minus 200. So we're going to take that off. That is way too rich for our blood. Champagne. However you say his name, Julian. 7.65 to hit rebounds. He has hit this, and it is plus juice. If you want a little bit of a gamble, there's a plus you can take right there. Because remember, Oklahoma City is last in giving up rebounds. So a Spur should be able to get some rebounds. This might be the play. Because, let me show you again. This means they give up the most defensive, or the most rebounds to the other team. 30th, worst in the league. So, pop back to props. Let's see what we got. So, he is definitely a play. Let's look at Shy over rebounds. San Antonio is number 1 at not allowing rebounds. They're the complete opposite. 45.3 allowed per game. So I don't know if I want to take Shy rebounds against the best rebounding team in the league. Goodbye. I already got you. And then we got Chet. Again, San Antonio gets a lot of rebounds. I really would want to take anything against San Antonio rebound-wise. So anything with rebounds involving Chet is gone. So what is this? PRA, you see he 14, 16, 9. Yeah, he gets his boards. He's getting points, but Now, there is a interesting thing we need to do here because if you watched any of these games last year, I watched a good bit of them. I watched the Chet Wemby matchup. Chet tries hard as hell against Wemby. Like it looks like he hates Wemby. Like he lowers his shoulder in the chest. He tries to like show him out because he's probably like, I don't know what it is, but he's trying to show off like when he's in the game against Wemby. Like I'm trying to like be better than you. He doesn't do it against anyone else. So I kind of want to take this just because of that. We already got Schroeder. So in lieu of taking this ridiculous 12.5 number, either way, I'm going to go two props in this one. I'm going to go Chet in the rivalry game. It feels like they're trying to make a rivalry between Chet and Wemby, and I mean, hell, it could work. Two stick figures going up against each other. Somebody's going to do something, I'm sure. So, I mean, damn. All right, I'm going to take Holmgren over 31.5 PRA. Now, anyone else, I wouldn't take the rebounds. But this dude's trying to send a message when he plays Wemby. I don't know what it is. I saw it, I think it was twice last year I watched it, and he tries so damn hard. So we'll see what happens today. And then I'm also going to take Champagne here to get his rebounds. Just because we're going with the numbers. Best matchup possible you could have in the entire league, and you've hit this 3 in a row. So Champagne over, I know I'm butchering his name. It'll be all right. 4.5 rebounds. Yep, we'll do that, and then we'll move on to the next game. All right, next up, New Orleans and Golden State. They just played last night. They're playing again. Same situation. So, again, all the numbers, -3 to 220. Cool. Let's look at the stats. Oops. There we go. Schedule. You see they just played and lost by a good bit to Golden State. How does Curryless Golden State whoop your ass? I don't get it. Whatever. If somebody hurts, does somebody... No, Herb's day-to-day. Trey Murphy's thirds out, but you got your stars. I don't get it. Golden State, we know you just beat the hell out of New Orleans. You lost to the Clippers somehow. And then your depth chart is obviously Curry is still out and Wiggins is day-to-day. How long is Curry going to be out? Let's look. Won't play Tuesday or Wednesday and will be reevaluated on Friday. Let's see. Questionable for Wednesday. So, okay. Cool. All right. They might not even the way they're playing because, all right. So, we see the numbers, way better offense for Golden State, but these numbers, I mean, I would say it mainly includes Curry, but they played 4 games, one of which, well, really 1.5 was without Curry. So, I mean, they're just balling out. Defensively, they don't give up points. They score points. Yeah, they've just been cooking. So, all right. They're third in getting threes. They give up a lot of threes. That's what they do. Outside of that, they do nothing good or bad offensively. They're just average. They're great offensively. They're great defensively or in average, so you got to go Golden State on the stats, right? Yeah. Yesterday, everything leaned New Orleans because we went with the fade Curry, but now we see they're fine without Curry. So weird. All right. But then you got the whole it's hard to win a game back to back. I don't think that's the thing in basketball. No. I don't think that's the thing. No. So we've seen a lot of sweeps. So props. To do 100%, we got 2 dudes, and they got terrible matchup. Wiggins, who is obviously questionable, so that's a no. 75%. We want to go Draymond to hit a 3. I joked about this yesterday. I know he hit one yesterday because I saw it. I saw the 3, and I was like, yep, I knew I should have bet that. Yep, there it is. Other than that, I'm not taking that. No, I can't. And we barely even have 60s. Holy shit. Okay, and it's Wiggins again. So, all right. So you know what we're gonna do. This is a back-to-back for both teams. They're the same game, same location. Curry's out. There's no good props. We're just going to double pass this and go to that last game. All right, last game. Portland and the Clippers. I'm kind of liking the new logo. I don't know. I hated it at first, but now it's slowly starting to look good. Like when I made this sheet, I had to download the logos to make it look a certain way. And I was like, I don't know. But now I'm kind of feeling it. It's separating from the old school terrible Clippers, so I don't know, we'll see. Little thing there. Both teams bottom 10 in scoring. Clippers can shoot 2s. They're average on defense. They're good on defense. Clippers are better. The Clippers are just a better team. Portland's terrible on offense. It's Clippers 8.5 here. That's what it is. It's just clear as day. Better defense, better on 2. They can't do anything offensively. Yeah. Let's look at the props. Hundreds. Ooh, we got a lot of hundreds. I like to see that. We got some good matchups. Oh, assists for Clippers. We want to take some assists. We could take that. Let's see what else we got. Any good matchups? Any others? Ooh, 30th. Derrick Jones Jr. steals and blocks. Best possible matchup, 100%. Interesting. I mean, hey, we'll bet it. We'll look at the assists too. We'll look at all three of these. So we'll start off with Derrick Jones. Steals blocks over 1.5. He is a small forward. He 2 steals, 1, 2. Okay. How'd you do last year? 41% of the time you hit this, which is, I mean, that's not bad. Okay. And you're playing more because, yeah, you are on the depth chart. You were third string on the depth chart, though. I don't like that. I don't like that. Batum, you're, where are you on the depth chart? You are way, oh, you're the backup power forward. Okay, gotcha. Assists, 1.5. How'd you do last year? 55%. That's way better. That's a way better number. Okay. I think I could rock with that. And then Zubac, 3-6. Zubac and them assists. Only 15% of the time last year you hit this number. So no, that's not the move. The move is going to be Batum, however you say it. One of those is right, I know. We'll take him to get 2 assists. That is hilarious. How many points does he get? Yeah, I mean, I wish I could see minutes. It doesn't tell me minutes. But that's fine. No biggie. We'll take his assist because that's pretty good numbers. We'll rock with that. Looking over here, we already said we're going to take Clippers, so we're going to be LAC minus 8.5. 8.5. And then we're going to take, if I can spell LAC, there we go. And we're going to take Batum over 1.5 assists. That's cool. All right. And then we pop back over here and we come over to the schedule. We looked at everything we need to look at. Yeah, we did. Cool. All right. So tomorrow is a shorter day. There's only 4 games. 4 games, short video. That's cool. Then we have a big Friday, big Saturday, short Sunday. So appreciate you watching. I know this is a longer video than usual because we had 11 games to go over. So drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're going to play. And we will see you tomorrow for 4 games on Thursday. Peace.